Hello friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you thrifting with me around 6 charity shops in Sheffield, and if you are local, I went to the charity shops on Ecclesall Road and I found some beautiful things that I can't wait to share with you. But first I will show you some of the footage that I took around the shops and then I will meet you back here for the haul. Enjoy! I've been planning to make a Q&A video for some time and I think it will be coming in a few weeks. I've got some questions from you either in comments here on YouTube or on Instagram, and I would like to address them all in one video. One of the questions that I got so far is how I managed to grow my shop to where it is today. Another one is how I pack my fragile items. Another one is how I take the pictures of my items, so I will try to address that as well and include some tips and tricks. So if you can think of any other questions, please leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them. I'm no expert in any way, but I'm happy to share from my experience with you and maybe some of you will find it helpful. I loved this chamber pot from the window display, but it was £10 and I must have been on a budget on that day because I decided that it was too much for me.
And the good thing, it starts early. You should try it early. Start.
I absolutely adored this coat hanger, but sadly it wasn't for sale. I don't understand why charity shops do that. Why do they put things on display if they don't plan to sell it? Isn't the purpose to sell it all? I don't know why I didn't buy this teapot because I had an identical one in my shop in the past and it sold for £25. I think it's because this one had a lot of wear to the gold parts. I really considered buying this set. I thought it was so pretty with all the colors, but in the end I decided to leave it. One of the reasons was that shipping wouldn't be that easy, and I think at this point I already had 2 bags full and I was trying to be more selective. I loved these plates, but sadly all of them had some kind of damage, and at £5 for the set I decided to leave them. I was very tempted by these blue and white plates, but I have lots of them at home and I was trying to be good. Welcome back here. What did you think of those things? Did you spot anything interesting? Let me show you what I bought. The first thing is this beautiful set. Isn't this adorable? It's for oil, vinegar, pepper and salt, and they were made in the Netherlands. The marking says TS Holland, hand painted, and they are in perfect condition. They look like they've never been used. You can actually tell with this kind of sets because there is some kind of odor, especially in the bottle that's for vinegar, but this one doesn't smell like anything. And you can also tell if the salt and pepper shakers were used by the look of the stopper. This one is impeccable. So I paid £4 for this set and I thought it was really worth it because it's so adorable, isn't it? Then from a different shop I bought this beautiful antique jug with floral pattern. I loved the raised details on it and it was £2.50. A little bit high if you consider that it also has a little crack somewhere at the top, but I thought the shape was beautiful and the pattern is so pretty and it's also so old, and I'm always charmed by things that are 100 years old. Then I went to another shop and they had a nice display in the window and I spotted this brass bowl. It had some vintage bobbins of thread and I loved how they looked together and I hoped that they would be together. But when I said that I wanted it, the person at the shop, they just took the bobbins off and they just gave me this bowl. I still think it's very pretty with these 3 little feet and this nice design at the rim. I gave it a good clean and I noticed that it has a dent somewhere, but I don't think that's something that bad because you would put things in it and you wouldn't really notice. And I paid £2 for it. Then I bought this bell. I don't know what came over me when I bought it. It was £1. Maybe that was one of the factors. I thought it was brass, but now I'm not even sure because it has a lot of wear, and in those places where it has the most wear, you can actually see some silver tones underneath. And this embroidery, I don't know if it's handmade or not. Some of the threads are coming out. On one of the sides, it has like a little illustration and it says under it, Sheffield, Tyrol, something like that. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I bought it. You would think that in time I get more experience with what I should pick and what I should leave behind, and that things like this wouldn't come home with me, but I never learn. So maybe I won't list it, or if I do, I won't price it high at all. Because when I have doubts like this, I tend to price them lower than I would normally do, just to see if they sell and to get my peace of mind back. Does that make sense? So when I looked back at the footage, I saw so many things that I didn't buy, and I was like, why didn't I buy that? And instead I bought a couple of things that I wish I didn't. Like, how do I make these decisions? Don't ask me because I don't know. And this is another thing that I'm not sure if I should have bought. And not because I don't like this kind of things. I actually bought one less than a month ago and it has just sold earlier this week. But this one has a lot of scratches and a few other imperfections. The other one was almost perfect and it sold for £50. So maybe I will price this one at 20 or around that and see how it does. Oh, and this one was £3.50. From a different shop, I bought this original painting. It is signed Frank Vincent and it says on the back 1993. Not very old, but still vintage. Like, if you think of it, it's 31 years old. They actually had another one which matched the size and the style of this one. It was the same maker. I don't know why I didn't buy that one as well. I paid £2 for this one. I like the fact that it's not large. Sometimes you don't have the space for large pieces. And I loved the illustration. I love the bridge with the swans, the river, and the trees. I think it's very charming, isn't it? And then from the same shop, I bought this Santa platter. I paid £4.50 for it. A little pricey, and I was planning to include it in my Christmas drop next week. So next video on Friday, not the Monday one where I show you what sold. It will be only about Christmas things that I thrifted in the last 2 years, and I will drop them on the website on the same day. So if you're interested in this kind of things, make sure to check me out next Friday for all the Christmas things. This one though won't be included in that video and in that drop because my eldest daughter, she liked it and she said that we should keep it for us, for our family, and put some nice treats for Santa on it. So yeah, I'm keeping this one, but there will be plenty of other nice things. And another thing that I bought from that shop is this beautiful blue and white platter. I know that many of you like blue and white dinnerware, and I thought this one was so pretty with that basket full of fruit and flowers and the floral and grape design on the border. And the pattern is called Bountiful and it was made in 1982, it says on the back. I paid £3 for it and it's the last thing that I bought from this particular shop. I don't know why I didn't buy many. This shop was packed with vintage, and as I told you, when I look back at the footage, I wonder why I didn't buy more of those things, because I considered buying more, but in the end I just left them. I must have been on a budget on that day or something. Oh, I actually bought one more thing from this shop, but I will show it to you at the end because I think it's the best. I just love it. You will see. Then I went to a different shop where I found this beautiful coffee pot. You know, I love green transferware and Even though this one has some crazing, a lot of crazing actually, and some of the crazing is also stained, I still think it's very pretty, and I think it would look beautiful displayed on a shelf, or I don't know, in a vignette maybe. On the bottom it says that the pattern is called English Countryside and the maker is Royal Art Pottery, Staffordshire. I've never heard honestly of this Royal Art Pottery. I have to look into it and see what that's about. Then I bought these two books. One is about French painters and the other one about British painters. They were £2.50 each, and I like how they look without the dust jackets, especially the yellow one. The yellow one is about the French painters, and it has this beautiful design both on the front and on the back. And sadly, they don't really have colored illustrations inside, but they are very informative, and I thought they would be a nice addition to a bookshelf. And I also bought this book. It's about Leonardo da Vinci. It's not that pretty on the outside. It's this light green with the gold writing on the spine, but it has beautiful illustrations inside, including the Mona Lisa. Here she is. I'm not the kind of person who would rip pages from a book to frame them, but I know that some people do, and I don't blame them. I don't judge. It's just as I can't bring myself to do it. So if you think of doing that, I think this would be perfect. This one was £3 and I think it would make a great coffee table book. From the same shop I bought this beautiful statue. From what I know, these kind of statues are made from alabaster powder. Don't come at me if that's not true. I don't know who these ladies are. I didn't do the research yet, but I thought it was a beautiful statue. And the thing that I like about this kind of decorations is that they don't add too much to the visual clutter because they're just white, no other colors, but they still add some interest to the room through their shapes and textures. And I paid £2 for it. Did I say that? I keep forgetting if I mentioned the price or I didn't. And now, are you ready for the star of the day? It's this beautiful thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's beautiful. It's this needlepoint with flowers. Both ends have these ornate pieces of brass, and the top end has this bell. I don't know what this is for, but I thought it was beautiful, and it was £3.50 and I didn't even see it the first time. You didn't see it in the footage that I took in the shops because I wasn't even filming there. It was in the scarves area where I almost never look. And I'm so glad that I did on that day because I think this is pretty special. The back is quite stained, but who cares about the back? Look at the front. So this was everything for today. I hope you like the things that I bought. Please let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I think it's pretty obvious that my favorite is this piece. And if I have to choose a second one, like I always do, then it would be this set. I think it's just adorable. As always, I will try to list everything on the website by the time this video goes up. So if you are interested in any of these things, make sure to check out my description down below where I will link everything. On Monday, I will upload a new video where I will show you what sold from my shop basically this week. So if you are curious to see what sold from today's haul, if anything sells until Monday, make sure to check that out. Also, if you think of any questions that you would like me to answer in the upcoming Q&A video, please leave them in the comments. But you can always message me on Instagram as well. I know that most of you already know my Instagram and you already follow me there. But for those of you who don't, I will link it in the description as well. I hope you liked this video. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one with the Christmas stuff. Bye!